Hey there, drone fans. Rick here again with another review, and today I have the DJI Mini 2 SE drone. In this video, I'll give you 5 good reasons why I think this is the perfect drone for new flyers or even flyers that already own a drone and are looking for something smaller that's easier to take on vacation but still captures incredibly good video and amazing pictures. So let's start off with the weight, because that's one of the deciding factors anytime you're considering a drone, because even though you'd like to fly the drone around your home or even areas near you, you'll want to take it on vacation because you can capture some incredibly nice vacation photos and videos on the beach or in the woods or wherever you happen to be heading. So this drone weighs 246 grams, which puts it under the 250 gram limit in the United States, where you actually have to register the drone. So it makes it a lot easier to get up and fly and not have to worry about registration. And if you live in countries outside of the United States, you may have to take a test or get insurance or all kinds of other things if you're flying a heavier drone. So a 246 gram drone is perfect for flying in the States or flying somewhere else in the world. It's also incredibly small, which means you can fold this up to be about the same size as a can of soda. So imagine packing this in your bag with a small controller. You almost forget you have it with you, but when you get to your destination, you can power up the drone, put it up in the air, and again, just have a whole lot of fun on vacation. The next thing that really separates this drone from a lot of other products on the market is its ability to fly for up to 31 minutes on a fully charged battery. That's absolutely incredible for a drone of this size. Most drones that are small like this, you might get 15 minutes or 20 minutes if you're lucky out of a battery. With this one, up to 31 minutes. And that's because DJI spent an awful lot of time making the drone really efficient in the way it uses the power. They've also made the drone smaller and lighter, so it gets a lot more flight time. So 31 minutes gives you plenty of time to get up in the air, explore the area that you're in, get out to a target, make sure you've got the framing perfect, take plenty of video footage and some beautiful pictures, and then head back to your home point. So 31 minutes, 256 grams. Another big difference is the connection technology between the drone and the controller. Now, most drones on the market use a pretty basic Wi-Fi connection between the controller and the drone, which really limits how far the drone can fly away from you reliably. This product uses a proprietary DJI technology called OcuSync, and it's version 2 of the OcuSync technology. And that OcuSync connection technology is constantly talking to the drone from the controller. It's checking the signal strength. It's got access to 2.4 gigahertz and 5.8 gigahertz, so it's watching all those different frequencies. And if it gets busy, if there's a lot of noise in the area or Wi-Fi interference or whatever it happens to be, the controller is smart enough to switch to another frequency. So there's always a communication going on between the two of them, which ensures a rock-solid connection between the controller and the drone up to 10 kilometers away. Now, you're not going to fly the drone that far away because we have visual line of sight requirements in the United States, which means you have to keep the drone in your line of sight. But knowing you've got that strong a connection means that you'll never have to worry about that connection being broken and the drone heading for the horizon, because that's one of the big fears of new flyers, is that you'll put the drone up in the air and you'll watch it sail over the top of the trees and head for the hills. With OcuSync 2, you'll never have that problem. So it's a rock-solid connection, which guarantees you're going to be able to fly that drone quite a distance away and still keep it in your line of sight. Another important difference is the features that this product provides, because this looks like a toy drone. I mean, when I first got it, I looked at it and said, okay, it's kind of interesting. It's small, it's light. I like that an awful lot, but it really does look like a toy drone because it's so small. But DJI has packed so many features into this drone around automation, artificial intelligence, and all the things that make this really a very sophisticated flying platform. And a lot of those features came from their bigger, more sophisticated drones, and somehow they shrunk those down and fit them inside the Mini 2 SE. So let me start off with some of the basics. The drone itself is incredibly easy to fly. It's got a one-button takeoff. So on the controller, when you've got your phone in the controller, you can tap one button, the drone will take off and hover at a certain height. It has an incredibly stable hover. A lot of the other drones that are small like this tend to drift. So when you put them up in the air, the first thing they're going to do is start heading in one direction, and you've got to make adjustments on the controller to keep it steady and stable in the air. With this one, it elevates and it stays right where you left it. So if you're flying the drone, take your thumbs off the joystick, the drone will stop and stay right where it is, and it stays perfectly level. it has a 3-axis stabilized gimbal on the front. Now that's important because when you're flying, the drone's going to get buffeted by the air, you're going to be moving through the air, and the camera has a hard time to keep the image you're trying to record stable. By having a 3-axis gimbal on the front and the intelligence inside the drone to control that gimbal, you're always going to have a rock solid picture because the gimbal watches the gyroscopes which are built into the drone, and as the drone moves, that gimbal will counteract that movement, move in the opposite direction. So you're going to get some beautiful footage inside the drone. Now finally, DJI's built in a couple of artificially intelligent features into the drone which make it a real pleasure to fly. For example, there's a technology called Quick Shots in there that allows you to tap a button on the controller and have the drone fly around you in a circle, or fly away from you and elevate, or fly past you. It's got a lot of automation built in that essentially makes a brand new pilot like you an incredibly good cinematographer the day you put the drone up. So you can use those features to capture some really nice footage, and then once you've captured that footage, you can actually use a technology called Light Cut, which is an application that DJI provides that will go through the footage and pick the interesting shots, allow you to put titles on top of it, backgrounds behind it, music behind it, and create this little montage when you're flying your drone that you can immediately post to your social media channel. So it's not like you're just buying a drone and have to spend 6 months getting good to fly it. It's not going to take you that long. It's incredibly easy to fly. But this way, you can put it up on the first day you own it and get some amazing footage and immediately post that footage to your social media channels. So again, it's a small drone, it's budget friendly, it's really easy to bring along on vacation, and it's perfect for new flyers because you don't have to be an advanced drone pilot to put this up, have a lot of fun, and again, capture some incredibly good content that you can use with your family, your friends, or on your social media channels. And that's really all I had for today. So I like this drone an awful lot. Again, this is the DJI Mini 2 SE. It's budget friendly and incredibly easy to use, and you're going to have a lot of fun with it. I've been flying the drone ever since it was released, and it really is just a wonderful drone to put up in the air and have a great summer with. So thanks an awful lot for watching. I hope you found this review helpful, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.